Ontario 69. Nice. We'll also be doing Ontario 400. Wow, 400. Alright, so we'll be doing the 69 and 400 today. See, it is a highway through here, but it's not. So that's what we'll be experiencing today. Here's 69's route. It goes from Sudbury to the 400 near Parry Sound. Here we see 400's route goes from the Parry Sound area to Toronto, ending at the 401. You're watching Super Reviews. If you guys aren't sub, please sub. And when we get to 1,000 subs, we will be opening up a Discord server. So around 135 more people of you if you want to see that Discord server. You can also request your exit or intersection in the comments below. And again, I don't need to say this, it's free. In Michigan 10, some more Detroit stuff. Once again, I haven't been to the Detroit area in a while. We'll be going there on Monday to talk about the 10. Alright, we'll start with southbound today. I feel like doing southbound first today. It begins off of 17, way up in the northern Ontario in Sudbury. We get 69 Toronto and Sudbury. Wow. See, we'll be turning left here for Toronto. And this 46 road goes to Sudbury. Toronto all the way up here is pretty awesome. And here's what the views are like. It's just mountains. And I told you, we are really far in Ontario. We do become a little highway here, but it doesn't have that barrier, so we're not an official highway. See, even at the interchanges, Toronto is our primary control city for 69. Can't believe it. See, we go through some more stunning view roads. Looks like Idaho with this rock right here. Then we get some mileage signs I'll show you today. We have Parry Sound 132, Barrie 265, Toronto 363. 3 major cities that we go through on this road. Here's the first bridge of multiple ones we'll cross, but I'm not going to be playing the audio at all today. Here's Highway 64 for Alton and Norville and Sturgeon Falls. And our highway ends, and this is the Trans-Canada Highway, and this is West Lake through Ontario. Really? But we do become a real little-ish highway here for southbound at least. Here's exit 241 for 59. This is where 400 will almost open up at. See, it is 400 now, and wow! The 400 still signed Toronto from all the way up here. This is doing pretty good so far, Ontario. See, even here, Parry Sound 15, Toronto 247. Incredible. Here we go through some little wildlife woods through here. As you expect, we're not even near Toronto yet. And we are in the Parry Sound area, so here's our exit 124 also for Noble and Sunridge. See, 400 still signed for Toronto. Oh my god, I'm shocked. How usually Ontario doesn't do this good. And we are near a railroad track, and it probably does go down to Toronto too. And here's a weird inspection station. So it's not like California where you have to go through it. I think it's a truck inspection. Here's some shopping plazas as we get near Barrie coming up. See, here's a 400 South Reassurance Shield as we're still heading down south. And right here is Lake Huron. Just spurts of it. And we get meet 12 west for Midland. And we're going to be concurrent with 12 for a little bit, but I don't have the other intersection. But right here we get 12 East Arilla and 400 South Barrie. Come on, Ontario. We're doing so good. And on our way down to Barrie, we still get these same views that we had back in Sudbury. And you're double downing, Ontario. You're doing Barrie again. Just like London, you're so addicted to London. Now you're addicted to Barrie. And we see Alberta, Ontario refusing to sign Toronto, which is horrible. We just get some more stuff. Here's 93 for Hillsdale, And County Route 93. Ontario 93 and County Route 93. Wow. And we are still getting these views as we usually expect, and we'll be like this until we get to Barrie. We are merging with an Ontario highway. I'm not going to say what it is because it would be exposing some information, but we'll be on it now. Here's the usual Barrie area. Here's Duckworth Street. I think that's the exit to go downtown. And we see we're finally back to Toronto. Toronto should be signed throughout this entire road. There's no point for Barrie to be on there. And here's 26 West Bayfield Street, so it goes to the western suburbs of Barrie. Barrie's just a large northern suburb of Toronto. And here's Rona. Is Rona the IKEA of Canada, maybe? And we get some nice billboards. Here's a rest area right here, so I thought that was only on the 401. And right here, we are still sticking to Toronto. Wow, no weird city in between. Surprising. And we will be on a 6-lane freeway from here on out since we're south of Barrie in the metro area. And just like these signs, we are in the Toronto metro area already. So we offer usual mile signs in Toronto, we usually get those. And we get orange lanes. So I guess that means that there's probably doing construction and those will be subjected to change, like right here. And we will meet the 407 as per normal. It's usually just signed for its ETR. 400 South Toronto. Spoiler alerts, 400 North is signed for Barrie. 400 South will still be signed for Toronto. Perfect. And we see we will be jumping ahead to the end, which is at the 401. We just get east and west, so that's pretty horrible for them. See, another horrible sign. It should be Montreal or Kingston or Ottawa and London for west. And now let's switch to northbound 400. Not gonna show a lot of Toronto stuff because we've been in Toronto more often. So we'll start at its true beginning at this random street. We get 400 north for nothing. And then we meet the 401, same situation. It should really be Ottawa or those other control cities for east and London, maybe Detroit for west. And coming off the 401, 400 north. First control city will be Barrie, and I think that's sensible. Here's the 407, and it gets its usual thing. We get some downtown far northern Toronto skylines. And there is an IKEA, okay. 400 South Toronto, 400 North Barrie. Let's move on. And there's a Chuck E. Cheese in Canada. I thought all of those are gone, but I guess not. And at rare changes, it is Barrie, so no small town in between here and Barrie. And here's a cool amusement park. Canada might have some more Cedar Point cool things. And we are back to our 6-lane freeway, but now we have an express lane, so that's something going on. And we have 2 HOV lanes. It's a bit shocking to have 2 instead of 1. And we get our normal traffic going up to the lakes of Northern Ontario, which is usually normal anywhere. And we get a cool outlet mall from the 400, as this is probably the last one for a while. And just like US 1 Central a couple of weeks ago, there is construction. We have another plaza here as we are nearing the general Barrie city limits. I decided to go off 400 and show downtown Barrie. We have a cool lake right here. Don't know the lake name. It's not the Hudson Bay. That's north of Sudbury. But 400 North will now be signed for nothing. This might just be a one-off, honestly. See, we're splitting with 11, and 11 will be the... And spoiler alerts, we will be covering 11 the next time we are in Toronto. And 400 will split off 469. Wow. Parry Sound and Sudbury. Perfect there, Ontario. Wow. See here, Midland 46. Parry Sound 123. Sudbury 295. Shocking. See, rare changes. It is Parry Sound But I think Perry Sound is sensible because I don't think there's a lot of traffic up here for major cities. Here we see it's basically nothing, so Perry Sound is sensible because there's no major cities north of Toronto. See, we are going into our farmlands, but it's not Colorado. Crazy, it's just Ontario thing. See, Perry Sound will be our primary north. Midland, 12 will be concurrent with Midland, so we have 12 again. 12 splits off, but it's not signed for Midland, it's signed for Victoria Harbor and Wabanachie. I think that's how it's said. There we see exit 189 right here. And there's basically just nothing, it's just blurred. See, 400 North will now be signed north for Sudbury. We're well far from Perry Sound, which is weird. See here, Perry Sound 40, Sudbury 200. It's too early to sign Sudbury if you're going to sign Perry Sound. See, here's our main exit for Perry Sound, but it doesn't even mention it. It gets Russo and Huntsville. Crazy. But we see on Pulfors, it is 400 North Sudbury. And we also do finally get a Perry Sound mention. Speaking of Perry Sound, why not go downtown? And this is the best picture I'm going to see. It's basically 2011 Street View. But we do see a cool bridge of the Perry Sound here, and it goes out to Lake Huron. We see 400 North is still signed for Sudbury, and this is the correct time to start signing it since we're north of Perry Sound. See, again, we'll be way in the middle of nowhere, and this is it for the 400. So north of this exit 241, it will now be 69, and will follow Highway 69 to Sudbury. See, our freeway portion ends, and we are not with the white truck. We're facing north, so we're going north. And we do see a gas station, and it's on like I-70 in the Salina area. We do have a little highway thing here, but we can't use it because there's construction. Sudbury's our primary still. We still have 85 kilometers to go. Again, kilometers in Canada. See here now, we are parallel to this lake, which is pretty cool. Driving along could be pretty nice here in Ontario. We become freeway again, and it is 69 North Sudbury. Still correct, we're near there now. Again, Sudbury will be our one-liner. We still have 60 to go. Come on, we're almost there. And we do have a little construction, but that's not stopping us from getting up to Sudbury. And we see we are still signed for Sudbury, so no like North Sport or something like that. See, we are ending here at the 17. We're getting North Bay for East and Sault Ste. Marie for West. So we see here, if you want to go to Sudbury, you go straight 17 West Sault Ste. Marie. So that goes out to I-75 and Michigan. And why not go down 46 a little bit and show a picture of downtown Sudbury to end today. We'll still get to see some more Northern Ontario stuff sometime. Alright, well, as you see right there, we're going to do a quick run of the way it should be. Southbound is just basically no answer. Toronto. There is no point to sign Perry Sound. It's just ridiculous. Sign Toronto the whole way. But north, you could sign Perry Sound. Don't sign Sudbury 40 kilometers south of it. Just sign Sudbury after Perry Sound if you're going to sign it. If not, just sign Sudbury. Alright, we got Michigan 10 coming to you on Monday. See you then.